Please tell us about your background with the Kutztown community.
With the what?
Kutztown community.
Your
My
background.
background? Well, I moved to Kutztown in 1938 from outside of town, so that's 1938, that's a long time ago. My father was the iceman here, and I lived this Noble Street, a whole half a block from here. I spent my life here, and I lived here. I left for about 6 years during my time, came back in 1991 again, came back to Kutztown. Leroy and me were friends when we were very young. In fact, I thought about it the other day, you helped me shovel snow, ground at the side of the house there.
To plant your bushes?
Huh?
To plant your bushes.
That's right, you did that. So he lived over on the other side of town, and we were friends. Of course, I went to Kutztown High School. I was a newsboy as a young guy. Spent my time at 18. I was taken out of school. In those days, I was drafted out of school in February of 1941. I think that's right, 1941. And I went into the Navy. And ironically, I met this guy in England. And he showed me a good time. He was in the Navy also. And he had worked himself up into a pretty good job. He ran what do you call them, those rental agencies around here where you rent trucks and stuff.
Well, I was in charge of the transportation unit.
He was in charge of the transportation unit, so the Navy would go there and get trucks, and he showed me some of the private life of England.
I introduced it to some nice ladies.
Well, it showed me a new fact of life, and so it's ironic that we met, but anyway, we kept contact. Of course, we're back here now.
Mm-hmm.
I moved to Kutztown from a farm in Tribal, Pennsylvania, which is about 3 miles from here, in the 4th grade. And unbeknownst to my parents, if you moved from one school to another with a half a semester, you did not get promoted. So I spent 2 years in 4th grade. But I did my high school time here in Kutztown. Kenny and I were quite good buddies at the time. And 1943, when we graduated, why, there was no doubt about what you were going to do. World War II was in progress, and you were drafted. So I was in the Navy. I spent 10.5 years in the Navy. I was in the World War II. I spent my time in the Korean War. In the Korean War, I volunteered for an elite team called the Navy Frogmen, which are now the Navy SEALs. And best outfit I was ever in. 1952, I came back home, married a young lady. Here I am.
What do you appreciate about